Hi, this is Dr. Jim Anderson from Anderson Center for Neuropathy and Chronic Pain, and I'm here with Linda, and we're going to interview her very shortly, but I'm going to also explain quite a bit because this is really interesting, and if you're watching this, it's really a good example of neuropathy and restless legs and how they kind of interact, because Linda's predominant symptom when she first came in was restless legs, correct?
Correct.
And if you could just tell people watching like how long you had it, and then what the surgery is like, and how much it worked for you.
Well, I'd had it for almost 20 years, and it was so bad that I couldn't sleep. I would be awake until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Did it wake you up?
Oh yeah, I couldn't go to sleep. I never got to sleep.
Wow.
As soon as I would lay down to relax, it would start jerking, and there was no comfortable position no matter how I laid, so I'd get up and walk, come back, and I would go through that over and over.
Now, and did you take medication?
Pain pills.
For just pain, like
Just
narcotic pain pills?
Yes,
Wow.
tramadol.
Tramadol, okay. And that was the main thing that you used?
Yes.
Okay. And now are you off of that?
I haven't taken it since, not long after my surgery.
Excellent. So fairly quickly she felt improvement of her restless legs. And was it for surgery very painful?
Not at all.
Not at all? Okay.
No, I had no pain in my legs at all after surgery.
Great. So I'm going to kind of do a little bit of teaching here, because the thing with Linda that happens, and I see this a lot, there's such an overlap for you folks watching between neuropathy and restless legs. And if you follow us very much on YouTube or on wherever, you're going to learn that there's an overlap, and we truly believe that the peripheral nerves are the problem. Peripheral nerves are the nerves that exit the spinal cord and then go down to the legs. So there are actually 5 nerve tunnels in the lower extremity. So I'm going to attempt to go through and explain what happened to Linda. And I love it. I get very excited explaining this to our viewers, because it explains how that the restless leg symptoms can overpower the neuropathy symptoms. Neuropathy symptoms would be like burning, tingling, numbness. And restless legs is going to be an anxious feeling, maybe cramping, maybe creepy crawly sensation, jerking. So, and she has a lot of that. So those symptoms were like really a lot, and the neuropathy symptoms were really kind of muted, kind of turned off. So what I did when I did surgery, I opened up a nerve tunnel up here. You can't see it because this pad's here. We'll talk about what this pad's for in a minute. But there's a little incision there, another incision here, and then on the inside there's an incision over here. So this is a soleal sling, superficial perineal nerve tunnel, and the common perineal nerve tunnel. Those 3 tunnels are often opened up. We get rid of pressure on them to reverse the symptoms of restless legs. So, she's pretty happy with the restless legs. It seems to be working quite well. But now she comes in and she's complaining of burning, tingling, numbness, right, on the bottom of her foot. Well, it was disguised. It was there all the time. It had nothing to do with the surgery causing it. It was always there. But now we got rid of problem number 1. She's got problem number 2. So if I can scoot around this way, I'm going to show you, maybe let's come around to this side, right over here. This is the anatomy of the nerves that get down the bottom of the foot. So she's complaining of pain on the bottom of her foot, the burning, the tingling, and numbness, which is typical of neuropathy. The nerves that have to get down here, the branches that get here, have to travel through the soleal sling tunnel. It's called the tibial nerve up here, and then it comes on down, and this region right there is called the tarsal tunnel, much like carpal tunnel in the wrist. So I've opened this, and worst case scenario for some people, I've actually had to go back and do surgery on the tarsal tunnel to get rid of the burning, tingling, numbness here. But in her case, we're doing something called estim. And the estim are these pads, which is another video that you might want to watch. But these estims, the estim treatment is working so far. We put these electrical pads on, and we have to do some injections of marking, which dilates blood vessels right underneath the skin. It helps promote blood flow to the nerves and helps them repair better before the electrical stimulation goes on. We don't have time to talk about the estim in much detail at all, but just understand that she's had surgery, and we're using this as a conservative modality rather than resorting to surgery right away. So great story. It's a really good example of how you have neuropathy, you have restless legs, and they can go together, and how restless legs definitely dominates the symptoms that you're suffering for when you've got both potentially. So thank you for watching, and I ask that you consider making some comments, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the button there. We'd like you to subscribe. Thank you.